Hey, time for episode 2 of our new CP24 breakfast feature called Meal Prep Mondays. Tips and hacks on how to help you stretch those grocery bill budgets while still maintaining a very super healthy diet. And here to show and tell us is friend of the show and nutrition consultant, Shauna Thomas. Good morning, Shauna.
Good morning, George.
I like your idea for episode 2. Let's call it, you called it, batch cooking.
Batch cooking.
So it's a time saver and a money saver. Let's start with time. How does that work?
Well, when you take a little extra time on the weekend, so you have to give a little to get a little, right? So you take an extra hour on a Sunday and you cook more than you usually would. So if you're making rice for dinner, double it up. If you're making chicken, you can double that up. And it saves you time throughout the week. You always have something for lunch. You have something for dinners. You have grab and go options. So it really does save you time.
And you're not doing as much, it's through COVID. It's the easy button, right? We're getting food delivered. Sometimes it's like empty calories, too many calories. This you can regulate.
Absolutely.
Right? And what about the money factor?
Well, you said it right there with takeout, restaurants, going out for lunch. If you're making more at home, you can bring it with you to work. You can take it with you to school. You have dinner ready for you when you get home. There's no ordering pizza. So you know you're going to be saving money that way. And buying in bulk is going to save you money too.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, let's start with protein. What's the good word there?
Well, chicken, I mean, we all love chicken, right? And when you buy chicken in bulk, it makes it that much easier because it's so versatile. You can have it in sandwiches for lunch, wraps, you can have it with something for dinner. It is really, really easy. And what I do is I just marinate the chicken in a little bit of olive oil, some lemon juice, whatever spices you have on hand and whatever you like. I used a spice mix for this one. Obviously, you have to put some garlic in there and you let it sit for an hour or two overnight if you can. And then you throw it in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. I like to sear my chicken, give it a little bit of color.
For sure. Me too.
But then it's ready for you all week long.
Okay, number 2, it's a quick snack. It's one of the most beautiful, simple foods there are, eggs.
Eggs.
I love eggs.
Oh my gosh, we go through so many eggs a week
too.
in my house because, again, so versatile, customizable, right? You can make them in so many different ways. One way that we really like to make them is, of course, when we're talking about batch cooking, hard boil a dozen eggs. Hard boil 2 dozen eggs. You can have them as snacks, leave them in the fridge. What I like to do is make egg salad, and we all hate standing around peeling those eggs for, it takes a long time or you're afraid you're going to get shell in there. So instead, what I do is I actually poach them in a muffin tin. And you can poach them a little bit extra, about 15 minutes in the oven, and then you chop them up just like you would hard boiled eggs, and no one's going to know any different because once they're
that's a really good
in
idea.
an egg salad, it tastes exactly the same. Huge time saver and really, really delicious. A little bit of mayo, salt and pepper, however you like to dress it up. Celery for some crunch, right?
Yeah, and the flavor. And I love deviled eggs too. You made some here.
Oh yeah, deviled eggs. And I mean, you have people coming over, you're going somewhere. If you have hard-boiled eggs on hand.
Yeah, it's a hit. Let's talk grains.
Yes, so my 2 favorites to batch cook are rice and quinoa. So once again, they can go in so many different dishes, but what I like to do is put them in these reusable freezer bags, 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of quinoa, or you can even mix it up. And what you do is stick it in the freezer.
That's cooked.
That's cooked.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So you stick it in the freezer and then it's ready for you whenever you need dinner. You take it out about 20-30 minutes, it's thawed, ready to eat, and you can make anything with it. So one of the things I love to make is this quinoa salad. Super popular with my friends and family. So it's dried cranberries, toasted pecans, and green onions mixed in with some quinoa, and the dressing could not be more simple. Equal amounts olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and maple syrup, a little bit of salt and pepper, and the sooner you make it and the longer you leave it, the better it is.
That might be a good substitute for stuffing if people don't like stuffing for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Right there, because that looks delicious. Okay, but we're running out of time. Let's go quick on snacks. Those look good.
Snacks. So when you get home from work, you get home from school, your kids are hungry, it's so nice to have something on hand. These energy bites are no cook, made with oats. You can make cereal bars, you can make muffins, but these your kids can make themselves. 4 ingredients, oats, maple syrup, hemp hearts, and a little bit of maple syrup, and you're good to go.
That's healthy, and that's a hit for the kids.
Oh my gosh, they absolutely love them. And you can make a bunch of different varieties too. You can add dried fruit, you can add whatever you want. You go ahead. Oh my gosh. Nice, it worked.
Shauna, awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Now you're going to take Thanksgiving off, right? So not next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks with Meal Prep Mondays. In the meantime, how do people reach you for more?
ShaunaThomas.com. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere.
Oh, the peanut butter in there too?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to take a short break while I pop a few of those now. When we come